it appropriate for a woman to ask a man on the first date to log into his bank account so she can see how much money he has? Let's find out.
Not joking. I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
I would have said, you want what? What are you, the IRS? Why you want to see my bank account info for, man? Who do you think you are? I'm taking you out. Let me see your bank account info.
I don't judge people's actions. I look at the intention behind it. So, like, why do you ask for that?
Man, not just both, the actions and the intentions.
Because I only want to date a wealthy guy that has money.
Valid, so you're getting straight to the point.
I think, I have a job. I'm very successful. So I think I have every right to be like, hi, are we on the same level or am I wasting my time?
One thing I appreciate about that is the honesty. I mean, she's getting straight to the point. So you know what you're going to get right off the bat. Now, that's a little aggressive saying, yo, log into your Bank of America, man. Let me see what you're working with. I was like, wait, what? You don't want to see what's in the pants first? Like, you want to see the wallet right away? You know? Now, is this an extremely shallow thing to ask? Absolutely. Absolutely. Does she have every single right to ask that question? Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, if you're a man that respects himself and a girl come at you like that on that date that you're treating, your job is to be like, this date is over, and have some self-respect, some dignity, and walk away from it. Right? Just like she has every right to ask the question, you have every right to be like, yeah, this is not what I'm dealing with here. Now, does it surprise me? Absolutely not. I mean, this is just a natural thing. Women tend to either date across or up, and that's completely fine. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, the man is supposed to be the protector and he's supposed to be the provider. That's why it's not within a woman's nature to date somebody beneath her. Now, the problem is that, well, women started working, man, and they out hustling the man. A lot of these women out here are making much, much, much more money than the men. And this is the first time in history that this has happened. So a lot of men don't know how to deal with this. And a lot of women don't know how to deal with this. We're now getting to this weird space where the genders in a way are kind of reversing, right? Because the man usually tends to provide financially, right? That's what makes him a provider in today's world. We ain't hunting the woolly mammoth no more. You know what I'm saying? But now that a woman earns just as much or more, her nature's still there. So it's like, oh man, let's say I'm making $100,000 a year and I'm a female. Dating across is another $100,000. Now the problem with that is that the man that is making $100,000, well, he has options from the woman that's unemployed to the woman that works at McDonald's to the woman that works in the office with him, right? His options are endless. Now her options start at $100,000. Now the problem is that most men don't make $100,000, you know? So it's like, what do they do now? What are they doing? Well, a lot of them stay single. A lot of them are aging to a point where they're getting into 30, 35, even 40, and they're making more than $100,000. Now they're making $250,000. They're making $500,000. And their male counterparts now, their options is from, hey, an 18-year-old supermodel all the way up to a 29-year-old supermodel. And you're 38. So now, what do you do at 38? You can't compete with that. You're not going to be able to pull that guy. You know, some women manage to pull it off. They get lucky. But most women are not going to be able to. So they're just going to stay single. And again, what do? Should they go against their nature and get with a guy that makes less than them? I mean, let's say you're making $500,000 and the guy's making $300,000. I mean, that's still a lot of money. But again, that's not the way she's going to perceive it. She's going to perceive it like, damn, this guy's beneath me. Like, he's supposed to be the provider. And I'm making more money than him. You know, so what's going to happen? The stay-home dad movement. A lot of these dudes are starting to stay home and the wives are just going out to earn the bread and butter. That's not going to play out well long-term. At the end of the day, these women are going to end up cheating and leaving these dudes, man. So, I don't know, man. That's for y'all to figure out. Peace.